All right, guys, Moana and Sally are back in Disney Speedstorm. Today's Monday, April 28th. A Long Golden Spring is the event. If you go into it here, you'll see that there's 10 events here. And if you go quickly to the milestones, if you get 6 out of the 10 of objectives, you'll get 3 of Moana's epics. If you get 8 out of 10, you'll get 5 of her shards. And if you do all 10, you'll get an extra 5 of her epics. So a total of 8 epics for Moana in the objectives and the milestones, and then 5 of her shards. So if we break it down, you need Moana in 3 out of these 10 objectives. So if you don't have Moana and you have Sally and both Korra, you'll be able to get 5 of her shards right off the bat. So Korra, you need a level 20. And then Sally, you need a level 30. If you do those 2, you'll get 5 of her shards there. If you guys need some extra Sally shards, it's requiring Moana. So if you see here, you see Tia and Anger. Tia at level 10, Anger at level 15, Sally at level 20, Korra at level 20, Zeus at level 20, Daisy at 25, and then Sally at 30. So granted, say if you don't have Moana and you're able to utilize Tiadama, Daisy Duck, Zeus, Sally, and Korra, you'll be able to do 7 out of the 10 objectives and get 5 of her shards. You'll still be able to get 3 of her epics with 6 out of 10 here, but they're pretty much saying if you want to get these 5 Moana shards and quote-unquote get a total of 10 shards for her from this event, you're going to need Moana for these objectives, right? Because the most you could do is 7 out of 10, just because 3 of the objectives, objective 8, 9, and 10, you're going to need Moana for. So the good thing is hey, if you have Korra and Sally, again, this is the importance of having Golden Pass racers, Diamond Pass racers. You'll be able to get 5 of her shards just from the objectives alone. And then say if you finish everything but Moana, you have 7 out of 10. Then you're going to have to go into the shop and try to pull Moana if you don't have her already in order to finish the last 3 objectives to get those extra 5 crew shards from her. So not a bad event. You could at least get 5 if you have both Sally and Korra. There's a lot of, there's crew for Moana as well, which, is relatively hard to come by being a mid-season racer, plus like some upgrade coins here and there. So if you go into the shop, it's interesting. It's technically a Moana like mid-season rerun, but it's not because she doesn't have her own personalized box. But if you look here, Golden Spring box, it's 450 tokens, and it's featuring Moana, Tiadama, Sally, Anger, and Daisy. So you'll see that Daisy as a common racer has a 15% pull rate, and then Moana, Tia, Sally, and Anger all have like 11 and a quarter pull rate. And then the epics are 8. The epics being 8% is not that bad relative to the 3% more of the rare racer shards for these guys here. They have some 50 drops, which is crazy. Is this box worth it? I mean, if you have a lot of tokens, I'd say, yeah, do it, because all these races are relatively difficult to come by in these days. But this is essentially the route to get Moana shards. There's also this guy here for 700 tokens. You'll get 5 of her shards. This will obviously unlock her. Like, they're pretty much saying game locked. If you buy this box at 700 tokens, you'll get 5 of her shards, and then also complete the Sally and the Korra objectives, you'll be able to unlock Moana. So keep that in mind. Her library is back in shop. I kind of wish that this box was just strictly Moana, but the fact that she's sharing it with 4 other racers makes it so the probabilities are a little bit less for pulling Moana. But yeah, you never know what you could pull from these things. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. What's new? You have the Hans and the Kristoff supercharging. Community Week Cup is still in play. The racer boost is Stitch, I believe, is the bonus racer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's Stitch. And then no new Blazing Star yet. And these Star Chasers are finishing up. Will's finishing up this week as well. So, again, a long Golden Spring, guys. Korra, level 20. Sally, level 30. You'll get 5 Moana shards. Finish everything you can. If you have Moana, you'll be able to get 10 extra Moana shards, 8 of her epic crew. If you don't have Moana, you'll be able to get 5 from these objectives, granted that you have Korra and you have Sally, totaling you at 5 total Moana shards, 3 of her epics. And then again, if you don't have her, the best way to go about it, in my opinion, is if you have the tokens, just get this for the 5 tokens. for the 5 shards for 700 tokens. It is kind of expensive. If you want to try to gamble and you have like 450 tokens, go for the Golden Spring Box. They're all 11% drop rate, 8% for their epics, and then 15 for Daisy. Definitely more difficult to get Moana from here, but Moana's back. It's technically her rerun, kinda. But hey, you get extra 5 Moana shards from using Cora and Sally. That's definitely a positive gain for the account. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop a like. Catch you guys next time.